Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Fazlur Rahman from course Games Art. This time around I'm gonna be making the basic Unity tutorial. So you can sit back, have a cup of tea or 100 plus. So let's just get started. Basic Unity tutorial. So first, download the Unity software. After you download it, click the new project. Go to the 3D built-in render pipeline. This one. Click it and name the project whatever you want. You can name it whatever you want. So I name it as basic tutorial Unity. After you name it, you can just click create project and you have to wait few minutes, and finally you can see the user interface of Unity. This is the UI of the Unity. And in this video I will show you the 6 main basic things in Unity that you have to know if you want to make game in Unity. Okay, scene view and game view. What is scene view? Scene view is the editing space where you can freely position, rotate and scale objects in your game, or you can design wherever you want. This is a design space, so you can edit or put objects, and it shows a preview of your game's world, allowing you to edit and manipulate the game environment. Okay, now the game view. Game view is the displays what the player will see when the game is running. It's tied to your active camera and simulates the real game experience. So this is the way you can see the game view. Okay, next one is the game objects and components in Unity. Game objects are the fundamental building blocks of your game. These are containers for different elements in your game like characters, items, and environments. Each object can represent anything from a simple cube to a complex character model. Okay, let me show you. Okay, there is two ways to do this. First, click the plus button, go to 3D object, then you can see the all 3D objects here. For example, I choose the cube one, and you can see it will appear when I click the cube. You can see it here also. And another way is right click here, add hierarchy, go to 3D object, and you can see all the 3D object here. For example, I choose this sphere, and this is the object. The object will appear when you choose. That's it. Okay, now for the transform manipulation. Transform components defines an object's position, rotation and scale in 3D space. Now the position one, where you can move the cube and where the cube is located in the world. Next is the rotation. The direction is facing. Another one is scale, where you can change the size of the cube. Like if you want to make this cube thin or make it bigger and bigger. Manipulating the transform is essential to moving objects in your scene. You can use Unity's tools, the move, rotate, scale in the scene view to adjust these properties visually, or you can press WER on the keyboard for quick access. Okay, hierarchy. The hierarchy window displays all the game objects in your current scene like structure or assets. You can organize objects as parent-child relationships. Don't get me wrong, I mean this. An object that holds other objects. Okay, let me show you. Choose these two objects while pressing Shift and right click. Go to make parent, click, and you will see the difference. When you move the cube, you can freely move the cube, but when you move the sphere, the cube one also will follow, because I make them group, I make them parent. So for the cube object, the sphere is like his father, and that's why it's called parent-child relationship or parent. This helps manage complex scenes like linking character model. Okay, now for the inspector customization. The inspector window allows you to view and edit the components of selected game objects. You can modify properties of game objects directly in the inspector, such as adjusting the color of a material or changing physics settings. So for example, I changed the size of this object manually, make look like cube. Okay, you can see here, you will see like it's cube, but when you see all the scale and the size of this object is not accurate. So if you want to make it more accurate, you can edit here. For example, I give it to all side is 2, 2, 2. So now it's more. So now the cube is more accurate and precisely good. This is the best thing about this thing. Yes. And also you can add component like all component like physics, audio, effect, event layer, all whatever you want. For example, I add component like physics. After that, you can pick any of these types of physics like box collider or rigid body for object you want to apply for, and you can choose whatever you want. You can also create custom scripts and variables that show up in the inspector, allowing for more flexibility in your development process. And customizing the inspector lets you fine-tune your game elements quickly. And one more thing I forgot to show you, that if you want to move camera like this, you just have to hold right click and move the mouse while holding right click, so you can move or turn the view more quicker. And also if you want to move camera like this, you just have to press up and down left side button on the keyboard, so you can move like this. Last but not least, material and shader. Material and shader control the appearance of game objects in Unity. This defines how an object surface looks, like its color or texture. Every game object can have a material that makes it look unique. So I give you an example. Go to project, add asset, right click, go to create, and click the material. You can see the new material will appear, and you can name it whatever you want. So I name as GTA. So here you can change the color you want. Like for me, I want to choose blue because I like the Nissan GTR blue in Fast and Furious. And you can see here the color has changed, and you can increase the how shiny you want the metallic, and the surface, how you want the surface smoothness. So I increase all the way up, and I drag this GTR to this cube, and finally you can see the result. So it's shiny like Nissan GTR also. Even after you apply it, you can change the shader also. These concepts form the foundation of working in Unity, allowing you to build, organize, and customize your game effectively. And that's it for the basic Unity tutorial. Thank you for your cooperation. I hope you found this video useful. Bye bye.